was ever a good reason for humans to eat their young, it would be junior high.
Oh, that's really cool. Are you going to videotape us?
It's nerve-wracking enough just being a news crew in one of these places.
It's my birthday.
Imagine being a substitute teacher, an 81-year-old substitute teacher.
224.
Arnie Bloom subs at Great Neck North Middle School outside New York City.
Okay, let's hold it.
He takes no nonsense,
Off the sill.
no matter who you are.
Nobody ever acts out when we have Mr. Bloom. They're just like, everyone's so intrigued in the conversation that they just want to listen.
You use your imagination.
Captivating the audience has never been a problem for Mr. Bloom.
A pile of white dust and a white rat. Whenever they ask, what do you teach? My answer is always the same, children. I don't teach history, I don't teach geography. I teach children at this age.
It's a loose interpretation that allows him to talk about pretty much anything he wants. And Mr. Bloom has a lot to talk about.
Brother, can you spare a dime? There's a sadness there.
Born before the Depression,
I remember that to this day.
he served in the Army Air Corps during World War II. He's been married twice, raised 4 kids, and traveled the world.
I used to listen to something called the radio.
His classes are mostly about his experiences.
What does the principal think if you, instead of necessarily following the lesson plan, you tell stories?
I think... Boy, did you just hit one.
Actually, she's had to scold him.
Yes, I have. A couple of times.
She says some teachers really don't like him straying off their syllabus.
I promised them one thing, that I will stay within the subject area. I'll give the kids an interesting lesson, an enjoyable lesson, wanting to get them to know more about the subject.
The kids are even more pragmatic.
We do learn something in the end, and when the teachers come back, it's not like it's totally impossible that we're going to be a day behind for the rest of our lives.
Even the principal can't argue with that, concluding that when it comes to hiring substitutes,
Bye-bye.
there really is no substitute for Arnie Bloom.
Mr. Bloom actually retired as a school administrator in 1983. This is just how he chooses to spend his retirement.
He is terrific. You would never forget him if you had him in a classroom.
No, even for a day.
Yeah.